Yes. We live right here on the Jesus is King show, right here on Intellectual Radio. I am your host, Born Rich, with my co-host, Mr. Introduce yourself.
Born
Mr.
Rich on,
Fresh.
man. Your boy DJ Trouble. I'm in the building, man. Happy New Year to y'all.
Yes. And my other co-host,
it's your boy Twin, the president of Born Rich Prayer, locked in the prayer, man. What's going on? Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes. It's a new year, y'all, and it's definitely a blessing to be here because we got a special guest in the building. And I'm talking about, I know everybody know her because I was a little sleeping, but I'm going to let her introduce herself to the world.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandy Martin, but to most, my name is Big Red, 2 D's the long way.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Nobody can steal your name.
Not at all.
God is
Not
good.
at all.
So we back. We happy to be back on the show. Y'all know y'all miss me, y'all. Yes, we back. God is truly amazing. Got nominated for the best radio station, the Born Rich Show. So can we get that a round of applause? You know, we gonna let the people do the judging, the voting on what they love. So to be nominated for that, and a lot of people, and I seen the list, it was a whole bunch of people in that list. And to be nominated for that, it's a blessing to see that good work. And you can't talk about God and give him the glory and still, be yourself, and the results will come in the right way, And that's all I did on these on my platform, was I was just being myself. And for the people to see that, vote me in that category, that's an honor and a blessing right there, And yes, we back on Intellectual Radio. I'm happy to be back. How y'all feeling?
Yeah, man, I feel
Amazing.
Good.
Yeah, amazing.
Bro, we got 12 days.
Yeah, we got Talk to us about it, Trouble. What's going on?
Like that it came real fast.
Real fast.
Like,
well, you got 12 days. I got 9.
Yeah.
I'll be in Vegas. So, man, look, this is finna be huge, y'all. So what we talking about in codes right here is Las Vegas. I will be having my next magazine party / fashion show. And your boy Trouble is in the magazine. You know what I'm saying? So the new year is definitely kicking it off fresh. I want to thank everybody, for reaching out to me, sending prayers for me and my family, and, it's just a blessing, to be here and, have my mind together for this new year and leaving everything behind me and putting it in God's hands and going forward with everything, y'all. So we going to kick it off with our special guest.
Uh-oh. You know this gonna get real, right?
Yeah, we gonna just. So I just want to say, real. Yes. We right here on the Jesus is King show. Who's speaking?
Stacks the Real is calling in. Happy New Year at the top of the year.
Oh, what? Thank you.
Stacks.
Thank you, Stacks. That's what I'm talking about,
That's
man.
my
Shout out to
right
Stacks.
there.
She's gonna
Shout
be
out
in
to
Las
Stacks.
Vegas too, y'all, on the 13th.
Absolutely.
Happy
Yeah,
New
that's
Year's
the
to you
next show.
too.
Happy New Year's, y'all. I just had to tap in and let y'all know that I'm thinking about y'all at work. So y'all got them to do your thing, and that's what it is. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. Well, we thank you for taking your time in, calling in, and taking your time out to, reach out to us. We definitely appreciate it.
Well, you definitely better look for me more in 2023 because I'm definitely gonna tap in a little bit more than I normally do.
Well, we waiting for it. We're gonna tap right back in with you. Tap in with me. I'm gonna tap in with you.
Got you, Born. No problem, man. Have a good one.
You too. God bless you.
God bless you.
All right. I'm gonna let Trouble kick this off with you because he y'all had a thing coming on the show.
He's talking my sister. So
I know that's your sister. I know. So I'm gonna let you
for
kick it
me
off.
to kick it off. I'd rather just allow her to tell the beginning. See, we approaching close to. Man, never mind.
Be telling my age.
Look, see, I just said never mind. But I've known her
before the music,
way before the Big Red Entertainment.
Right.
Like I knew the bartender, like
Red,
I knew Red. That was it.
Right.
So everything that she's done, went through, accomplished, I've been around to witness it. And I'm talking about a roller coaster.
Wow.
Like,
so who was Red?
Red was Boss Star. You know,
A bar star?
Red was a bar star. I was a vampire. I was a part of a vampire
Wait.
club.
Oh, okay.
A
Shit, we
vampire
call
club. Let me
ourselves
clear that
vampires.
up now. Let me clear that up. A vampire club. You know, the people that didn't sleep. You know, we partied, we entertained, we promoted, we went out and supported. That's when other bars went out and supported other bars. And we went out for breakfast and we, met up at the local, what they call the hole in the walls. You know what I'm saying? Where you had the most fun. So that's
That
what he's
sound dope.
actually talking about. Yeah. That's who Red was. She was crazy. Red was a little bit more not so mature. You know what I'm saying? I was grown, but not so mature. Priorities had to be put in order. So that's when the transfer came in life, before any other tragedies.
Right.
Just growing steps. But I love Red because Red actually led me to who Big Red is. But Big Red and Red is them. Brandy Martin is Brandy Martin. So I learned how to separate that.
So who is Big Red?
Big Red is very strong.
Okay.
Very strong. Sometimes I would say, in a way, I have my weak points. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people mistake it. They be like, oh, she, kind of bougie. I'm quick to say what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold nothing to the shoulder. I've had 2 mild strokes. So with having 2 mild strokes, you learn how to release, and I have to, and sometimes my delivery, I can, admit I'm human. It might be a little disturbing, a little bit off balance. But Big Red has to be strong. I'm in a male dominant industry. You know what I'm saying? I have to hold my feet to the ground a little bit tighter. I'm not really the heel type. I'll put them on. I'm 46 years old. I'll be 46 next month. Brother, February.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. February 11th, I'll be 46. But, I'm a heel type of girl, but I'm really like a gym shoe. I'm really like the jogging pants, and Big Red kind of transferred me over to the nails, the lashes, stuff like that because of the cameras and the stuff I got involved with. Big Red is not in the box. I do some of everything. I'm actually right back home where I started at my first time on radio. Shout out to Intellectual Radio. You know what I'm saying? But Big Red has done radio. I've done movies. I've done videos with Bo Deal, Coast Deal, Leoski D, John Blue. I've shot a couple of videos. A lot of artists and stuff shot a couple of videos in my home. Different things like that. Man, I'm a manager. And I love that. Shout out to Tia Songbird. Shout out to Passion Dreamer 515. Prince Egypt, the artist, Shiva Baby, and Napple. I do a lot of stuff. I'm not in a box. My main thing the last 3 years, man, I'm not a activist. I'm just a person who cares. So I advocate for a lot of things, and I actually did those things before the tragedies. I just push it more. It's more of a purpose now. I'm a mom. I have grandkids. That my kids never got a chance to. My daughter never had to get a chance to have a kid, but she had a step kid. So that step kid, I love her like she's blood. So I have a grandbaby, 2 of them. I'm a lot of things. Big Red, a lot of things, and sometimes not liked. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot of things.
Well, shout out to Big Red.
Yeah.
Big Red got it going.
Yeah.
Because she shut Little Red down. Big Red. Big Red got it going, man. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the management skills, like what you do as far as with the management.
Well, I started out with I'm not, and I want to clear this up for everybody because I've been getting a lot of calls about this. Big Red is, my dream is to become a label, but I'm not a label.
Okay.
I'm a management company, but I don't manage just music. I love my artists. We are family. You know what I'm saying? In every aspect of their lives and my life, we are involved with each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that believes in people. Music saved my life. I got a testimony. I got a childhood testimony. I've been raped. I've been kidnapped. I've been a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So with that music, and I mean all genres of music, it saved my life at one point in time. So when I found these amazing entertainers, because they're more than artists, they're entertainers, it was like I believe in them. And although I don't have it all together, I don't know everything about the business. I'm learning as I go, and I've been around a minute. You know what I'm saying? I do not know everything. I'm just trying to get it together. And I'm just grateful that I got people that are taking that journey with me as I grow, because I'm doing it with them as they grow.
Amen.
Yeah.
Get that round of applause, man. I mean, hey, God will guide the way all the way. You ain't even got to have the skill. He'll take you there.
Man, that's why I'm a praiser. A lot of people think I went crazy. Nah, my eyes just open a little bit more. I'm still, me, I ain't no holy roly. You know what I'm saying? But my praise a little different now. You know, my feet are a little stronger now because it had to be. You know, I just recently, if you don't know, that's what Trouble keeps talking about, the eye jerk. I hope you got some tissue while you done did this. But the shirt that I'm rocking, that's why, if you notice, when your situation with your brother happened, I hit your inbox. I didn't go up on the comment. I don't know if you synced it, but I hit your inbox when I synced it. We share that. I lost a sibling. My sister Fallon was hit by a train on 69th at the Red Line, getting her cell phone. And most people know the story. It made national news and everything. My sister was only 37 at the time. Now we're talking about a testimony. I raised my little sister. You know, that's that we had that mother and sister type of vibe going on. You know, so and we come from a very big family. I have 9 other sisters. You know, but that was the one. You know, you always got that one that's always around you. You know, and y'all do everything together. My sister had just became an author, which she had actually dedicated her book to me and her children. Big Red Entertainment actually went viral, over 1 million. Yes.
Jesus,
Yes,
what?
yes, yes. And it's crazy through
Congratulations.
tragedy, but it came through
Oh,
tragedy.
okay.
And
Sorry.
it was really crazy because I had never read her book. And to flip the book after I got it and see Big Red Entertainment in there, it was like amazing, you know. So it kind of set the pace, you know. A couple of days later, my daughter was gunned down on the 4th of July, celebrating the 4th of July. They consider it to be July 5th because it was after 12, but she was celebrating the 4th of July in the middle of the street on 42nd and Shields. So this is the shirts that I'm wearing. Everything that Brandy Martin does since that 2019 is all about them. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. My mom, I had 2 moms. I lost one in 2010, but my biological mom wound up leaving me a year later after them. My mom was diagnosed with cancer in September. She died March 17th. And grieving didn't help. You know, we had just suffered. And not to, you know, we lost others. These were just the ones that made national news. We lost so many others in the midst of that. But last year, I can say that now, and it feels funny. You know, that's a battle I dealt with. I felt like I left my nephew in last year. Maybe that's why God kept me by myself last night. But my birthday's February 11th. February 12th, my nephew, Sincere Cole, was gunned down on 67th and Western. He was the 15-year-old shot 24 times. And when I was coming out of the storm, I was in the midst. Shout out to Welcome to Red Spot Chicago, the whole entire cast. We're gonna talk about that later. But in the midst of filming that happened. And they kind of set me back a little bit. So my praise is much different now. You know, the things that were designed to kill me, you know, currently, it didn't succeed, but it's a battle. I suffer from PTSD, anxiety. You know, I take over 10 pills a day now. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying to God, get me up off of them, but for balance, you know. And when you're strong, you know, I don't know why God gave me this mountain, but I have accepted it, you know. So I'm rolling with it the best way I can. That's it.
Amen. Glory to God.
Hey,
I'm over
that's
here
it.
finna drop a ticket. We give amazing round of applause, man. And the round of applause gonna come from strength, you know, to be able to come through it.
Man.
Know? And that's what the greatness of saluting it,
To
because
fight
it's
through
sad.
it. To fight through it. Because it's an
Strength is
everyday
ridiculous.
battle.
Man.
It's an every
I
you
couldn't
know
even
now.
think
You
that.
know now.
Yeah, because I
It's
couldn't
an
even
everyday
think
battle.
that you even just
See what I'm
went,
saying?
you know,
like, I
like
couldn't even fathom the thought
yeah.
of having to deal with
But
all
you know
of
what?
that,
We
like,
all
and
suffer
this
loss.
back to back to back to back. But yes, but those losses. And
Man, we
and
lost
the
Goonie the
way-
God in the midst of that.
Jeez.
We lost
Yeah.
Goonie the God. And Goonie the God was at every funeral, cooked for every repast. We lost him from gun violence right behind that. I lost a nephew to overdose on meds. You know, 4 days before Christmas. I lost a total of 28 people in 2.5 years. And most of them was from gun violence and not just natural causes. So when you say somebody who, and that's why a lot of people kind of like say you strong, because I openly admit it's okay not to be okay. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Just keep pushing, but it's okay not to be, because I'm not okay. You know what I'm saying? I just trust God.
Amen.
And I know he keeps me, you know what I'm saying, in the darkest moment. I'm a big crybaby. I'm a very emotional creature.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything. I'm happy, I'm crying. I'm sad, I'm crying. But I cry a lot from trauma. You know what I'm saying? But I hope telling my story all the time. That's why people be like, "Would she stop talking about it?" No, never. Never.
Well, we got a call on the line because we definitely want to interrupt this amazing
go
conversation,
ahead.
but we got to give our callers a
Go
little
ahead,
time.
callers.
Yes. Who we got right here on Intellectual Radio on Jesus is King show?
Man, we got Saul Slim checking in, man. I'm checking my sis
Hey, bro.
out, man. Brandy, I love you.
I love you too,
So
Brandy.
Joe,
Man, what's some of the good thing? What's some of the goodest things you can say about your sister, man?
Man, I could just say she a genuine person.
Wow.
You know, she not built for the fake. You know, if you can't take what's real, then you're gonna have a tough time sitting around a passionate individual, somebody that I look up to, and that helped me through my turmoil. Man, I went through a whole slew of things. I ain't gonna get into it right now, but she was one of the people that stood by my side, and so things looking different for me these days, and I want to make sure that she understands and she know that I love her and I appreciate everything she ever did for me.
I love you too, bro.
That's truly an honor, man. You know, just a story right here. You know, man, I almost broke down a little bit, man. You know, because losing a little brother, somebody you know, like she was just speaking about, it's a difference. You know, first of all, it's hurtful to anyone pass away in your family, and it hurts because
Facts.
nobody, even a friend, even hearing people on the news I never
Parents.
knew. You know, when I hear somebody get killed, it hurt me.
Yeah.
So just imagine, you know, I have a heart. I have a good heart, you know. So a person like my little brother that bees with me every day almost and separate himself and be around whoever he gonna be around, you know. But when he's around me, he's this humble superstar, a prayer, a warrior, you know. And it take 1 second for something to happen. You can't
Facts.
in life, you can't play both sides with nothing. You got to be authentic.
Absolutely.
I don't
Take
care if you gonna walk
time
up
back.
on me and say I'm a woman or a man of God. You could tell me that, but God know if you are doing something right behind closed doors. So what I could say about
Absolutely.
that situation, my little brother wasn't having to do that. So he didn't have to do none of this. He was straight, you know, and God
Right.
made him straight and made his big brother be able to be a big brother to him his whole life. So I never in my life seen my little brother even, first of all, ever had no disconfusions or arguments ever in his life. Anything I said, he just done it, you know, and so humble. You know, when you lose something
That's just like your
it's-
kid, though.
that's
You
like
know,
my son.
just like your kid when they turn the corner. They, you know, that old expression. You never know what they doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they gonna put on a different. That's respect,
Right.
and that's something you should be really, really grateful for.
And exactly, but I do want to say this. You know, sometimes you can some people have to know the stories behind things because the news give you a story,
Right.
you know, and State's Attorney give you a story. But when a lawyer come in and the truth come in, that's what's gonna be put
The
together.
light.
But the way it been judged, that's why God says judge none, you be judged, because people judge stuff as soon as they see it. You know, it's two sides of the stories with anything. That's like a woman
Facts.
getting beat up and a man get locked up. Now, what you do to him? And then he got proof in the video that you was trying to kill him.
I went through it.
You see what I'm saying?
I
So
went
it's
through it
like
with all
you
cases.
got to have.
With every case, I went through it. So
You know,
I understand.
So I know my only thing I'm gonna end is with on my conversation about this is, you know, I know who that boy was, and I know he wasn't doing nothing like that. So it took something, you know, a friend that's, you know, just, you know, inside. You know, I don't want to talk too much about it, but I'm gonna say that boy is definitely a superstar, definitely a warrior, and definitely a person that changed, gave his life to God. You know, I was so proud of my little brother, amazing artist, amazing person. Pray for his friends, you know, and when things like this happen, you just, you know, like I say, just you got to keep asking people what they thinking. You know, that taught me how to just ask a
Not
person,
only
what's
that,
What's on
though,
their
right now?
mind?
What's on your mind,
a
little
lot
bro?
of the
Like what you?
brothers throughout the a lot of the brothers throughout the city just need to start coming together, man, because we're looking at an issue of our offspring growing up and not understanding a lot of the life lessons that we were taught when we were coming up, you know. And I take it upon in my generation. I was born in '84, and I look at us and I say, man, it's kind of our fault as to what's going on right now, because we haven't done diligence as far as connecting with each other, making sure that our kids know each other kids, bringing them around each other. And it comes down to the black man. We got to start standing up for our household. We got to start taking control of what's going on in our household. And if we're dealing with a female that can't really quite comprehend the lifestyle that we're trying to live prosperously, then we need to assume responsibility for those kids while she get herself together, or vice versa. That brother need to get himself together. That woman needs to stand up. But we got to take control of these households, because at the end of the day, we're looking at a vast majority of these, like a lot of these killings going on. And when you come down to the funeral aspect, you got guys in here that grew up with each other. You got brothers and uncles and all that grew up with each other, and they kids then got into it out here in these streets because they never took the time to build the camaraderie within each other and build that community, So that's a stepping stone, man. There ain't no real quick fix to it or nothing, but at the end of the day, the ones that's considered the OGs now, I'm only 38. Shorty called me the OG the other day. It threw me off, blew me. But we the ones now. And if we don't grab hold to this thing that's going on and start getting some of these older guys that's just been terrorizing what we've been doing, because I ain't scared to say it. You know what I mean? Hey, man, it's a lot of old ways that need to get done away with, and we need to start going back to the traditional way of together, community, looking out for each other, whether we family or not.
I agree. I love that.
And Shaw's been doing that forever, I really love supporting foundations, and I've been, blessed through Shaw and his organization to bless a couple of battered women's shelters with over $10,000 worth of food several times. Shaw then brought me over $20,000 worth of food to my neighborhood, and I didn't just open the door and called out everybody, come get bread, butter, steaks, because he be having the real stuff. But yeah, salute to you, Shaw, and I love you, bro, and you made me emotional. I'm kind of a little choked up. Sometimes, people be like, they just want a person to butter them up or pat them on the back. Sometimes people need to hear what other people think. They also say, let people say, who you are and what you do. So I just appreciate you calling in.
Each other out loud, man.
Yes.
Yeah, we gonna have to have you back on the show, man. Definitely, man. We gonna set something up, man, because it sounds like, man, you got something to say, and get a real and
Most
pull
definitely.
more people back together for 2023. We need more conversations like this, But show, man, look, we thank you so much.
I'll definitely look forward to coming in, man, and talking about some action. I don't really sit around and talk about too much words. But I'll definitely, come in and see what we can do about action, because I'm all about action. We run a $3.5 million operation. We've never been state funded, federally funded. It's all privately funded through community members, people that gain success with their companies. And like I say, it's just networking amongst each other, man. We can save ourselves, though.
Yeah, you're right. And, I just want to just touch base with the words. The words is what going to help the people. So the words are going to matter. It ain't just going to be
right.
Like you could get an action
words
all
create
day.
Change.
So the matter is the words.
And the action is the change.
Yeah, so it's all connected, man. We're going to have you back on the show, man. Actually, y'all, we're going to take a quick break and let this, marinate by itself, because it's getting deep. We're going to be back right here on the Jesus is King show.
Y'all.
Yes, love you too,
Love
man.
you too,
Appreciate you. We'll be back, Intellectual Family, right on the Jesus King show. We're going to take a quick break. Just to a little music, y'all. Let's go.
King.
It's go time or no time, baby. I got you on my mind. You think you're not mine. You're not on my time. You show me that you mine. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. I think that I'm going crazy, 'cause I got a lot of my mind. And I'm just gonna tell you that you're my baby, and it's just gonna be done. Yeah, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. I think that I'm going crazy, 'cause I got a lot of my mind. And I'm just gonna tell you that you're my baby, and it's just gonna be done. How do you feel about that? My heart is broken, I can't respect that. You say you love me, I can't take that. How do you feel when I say you try? Stop playing games, I'm not PS5. Just let me know, girl, if you down the ride. And when I don't sleep, I roll side to side. That mean I can't get you out of my mind. I ain't gon' play you, I'm really not trying. Look in the mirror and my heart is dying. How you gon' play me? What happened to us? You know what, baby? I'm done with all this crime. The Godfather. I got you on my mind. You think you're not mine. You're not on my time. You show me that you mine. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. I think that I'm going crazy, 'cause I got a lot of my mind. I'm just gonna tell you that you're my baby and it's just gonna be done. And my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. I think that I'm going crazy, 'cause I got a lot of my mind. And I'm just gonna tell you that you're my baby and it's just gonna be done. You think you're not mine. Whoa, you're not on my time. You show me that you're mine. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. For my crazy, out of my mind. Yeah, you my baby, and it's just gonna be done. Yeah, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna spend the night.
Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. She wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. She wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night.
When I first met her, I did anything to get her. Paid all the bills and filled the refrigerators. On the late nights when I came over, we had a ball. Next morning we hit the mall. Goddamn, my love was strong. Reminiscing on ways to make you happy and proud. I ain't trying to do you like Eminem. Mama did them on 8 Mile. I'll be damned if I'll make you walk 8 miles. You my down ass boo, man. You stay down.
Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. She wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. She wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna spend the night.
She wanna stay the night. She wanna stay the night. I'm trying to get you right. I'm off this thing, say baby, mixing it with Sprite. And when I grab on her, I'ma hold her tight. And if they fuck with you, there is gonna be a fight. Turn off the lights, hey, let's just get this right. Ain't gotta have yourself, but get rid of that pride. I wanna marry you for every day, be bright. I had to make her mad, 'cause she was just my type.
Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. She wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. She wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night.
Yes. We is back, y'all, right here on the Jesus is King show, right here on Intellectual Radio. Make sure y'all listen to us live at www.intellectualradio.com. We streaming live 24 hours, 7 days a week, over 50 shows already. Right now, we got someone right here on the phone on Intellectual Radio.
Caller.
Let's get it right. We got a caller right here on the Jesus King show. Who's calling in?
Man, you already know who this is, man. It's Stunner, man. What's up, Born Rich?
Man, I love the energy. Shout out to
Stunner?
Stunner. What's up, man? You bringing some good energy in for 2023. How you doing, man?
Man, you already know, man. You already know. That's all I could do. Man. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, man. It's a new year, man. Definitely feeling blessed, focused, you know. What's going on with you, man? I heard you got like 300 cars and you're trying to get a community cars, man.
Yeah. yeah. You know, I'm always blessed by the best, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy and thank God that I was able to see another year. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying?
Absolutely.
It don't get no better than that, man.
You know, we all grew up, our younger days growing up with what you gonna do different for a new revolution, new year. What you got planned to do different this year, Stunner, that you just wanted to change?
Well, my thing is, man, what I said was I'm gonna stay focused and stay positive and definitely stay away from negativity. You see what I'm saying? You got to. That's the only way you're gonna survive. You got to stay away from negativity. I'm not gonna show anybody that I'm bigger and badder than them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay in my own lane. That's how that goes, bro.
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know, and stay positive.
Stunner,
Stay
what's
positive.
what's going on? This twin, man. Happy New Year's, man.
Twin, happy New Year's to you, brother. How you feeling?
I'm blessed out of blessed, man. My daughter's birthday was yesterday. She made 4 years old, man. We had a little big party for her, you know. Just thank God, man. She was getting on my nerves, but hey, we got to it.
Definitely happy birthday to Denise, man.
Man, tell her happy birthday. That's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. I stayed in the crib. I could tell that I got older now, because normally, man, when it's New Year's, I'd be want to go outside and go to a club. Man, I was just happy to be at home, man. You know
Happy to
what
be
I'm saying?
alive. I
And
know that's
Stay
right.
with my kids, man. That was my biggest thing, man. I was so blessed to do that, man.
Man, I'm talking about Stunner, man. I had calls after calls. Where you at, Rich? Where you at? Posted through a party on New Year's, canceled the party and told everybody I would be in church. I'm going to open up New Year's in church with my family, my wife and kids. You know what I'm saying? And the last 4 years, that's what it been. Like, when that 12 o'clock hit, I'm in church celebrating with the family. You know what I'm saying? That's the family. That's the Lord's house. You know, it ain't, you know, that's the best place to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, shout out to my pastor, Bill Winston. He gave away all type of stuff yesterday. Like, he gave away a new car. He was walking up $1,000 pulling their name from raffles. I was like, Jesus.
That's amazing.
Like, he definitely a real one, man. Shout out to Pastor Winston, man. And the winner yesterday that won that Benz. I showed they gonna call my name. I was sitting right there like, yeah, I'm gonna win this year. But you know, like, God knows what's good for his children. So whoever get it, they doing something good. They praying and it's their time. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
well, I'm happy you stayed in the house, man. I thought you were gonna be in Miami, man. But we definitely thank you for calling in on show 2023.
Man, you already
kicking it
know
in
I
the
got
house.
I got to support y'all, man. Blessing and love to you and Twin, man, and to everybody out there, man.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay smooth, man, and don't forget, man, it's that time, tax season time. Make sure y'all come to F&S Motorsports out here in Addison, 1490 West Bernard Drive. Y'all get into them with Born Rich and come holler at me, man.
Yes. We thank you for calling in, brother. Most definitely. Y'all make sure y'all get your cars from Stunner when you get them taxes. Or if you're looking for a car, make sure y'all get y'all car from Stunner. He definitely, you know, bringing you straight to his lot. So be comfortable now. You'll be comfortable. Thank you, Stunner, for calling in, man. We appreciate it. God bless you, brother. Happy New Year's to you again.
Same to you.
Yes. So we really got some amazing people calling in, you know, like this guy did a raffle. We gave a lot of stuff, a lot of cars. They always do car raffle, $50 raffle, and really be legit.
That's
like,
good.
Yeah, so we, you know, I'm gonna bring that back to the table where everybody can tune in with that. He be legit with his, you know, like his business. So,
and that's the key word.
Yup, it's legit. So, but we back with our special guest in the building, though. You know, with this real amazing story that's very inspiring.
You done tapped
You know
into
what I'm
2
saying?
parts already. Now you got to tap into the who is Brandy.
Okay. Okay.
See, you always trying to start trouble.
Because the names do matter.
Yeah, the names definitely matter.
It's
They
levels
definitely
to
matter,
this.
and they matter more now than they ever have. And that's the honest to God.
It is. I mean,
it's
right.
a big difference because you know, I've always demanded expected respect as Big Red. But when I do things that's involving Brandy Martin, the respect is definitely different. I even respect it different. like I said, I was doing a lot of things as far as advocating for a lot of things, and going out feeding the homeless, going out feeding the less fortunate. Um, yeah, let me take that back with the homeless thing, because things happen. There's a lot of people running around here right now that sit and entertain with us that's homeless, and they don't look like it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. That is the honest to God truth. So I'll be trying not to say the less fortunate because I'm the less fortunate. Everybody needs something right now. Everybody. But the things that I do up under the no love on the platform, no love on the streets, which now is hashtag 24 added to it, those things I hold a little bit more up, because they are in the names of my sister, my daughter, and my nephew. Last year I had a chance to team up with CMM and Cypher and do some things up under the No Love Act or whatever. But I take it definitely more personal. It's more everything from Big Red is from the heart, but this is pulling from a different space. You know what I'm saying? We still waiting to donate to the hospital. If someone works at Larabita right now, we've been trying to reach your administrator for a long time because we have a dozen of stuffed animals for the sickle cell ward. And I tried, advocate for that. My daughter suffered from sickle cell. That was one of the main reasons why she did not make it. She died on the streets. So, I try to get involved with things that I can really relate to. There's not nothing I really touch that I can't relate to. I've been a homeless. I've ate out the garbage. I grew up in a drug addicted home to a certain point, and in life. I've experienced loss. I've experienced, happiness. I've had a bag. I've lost the bag. You know what I'm saying? I hung with the gang bangers, and then I advocated against the gang bangers. I've done just about everything. The testimony is super thick. You know what I'm saying? I was molested at 9 years old, so I push and advocate for a lot of that under the radar. There's a lot of people in this industry that I try my best outside of a comment to reach to them, on a lot of different things. And that's why I was kind of a little bit in my feelings. I'm like, I didn't even get on the advocate, they didn't even put me on the awards for advocacy, like it's crazy. But I do a lot behind the scenes now. My girl Naima, shout out to Naima Loca. She tell me all the time, Big Red, shout it out, but keep some things private. And I'm learning how to do that now, when I'm dealing with people on the personal level with those things. You know what I'm saying? But I've worked with a lot of people. It's not so many people that I see that lose a loved one that I haven't reached and cut a check for. And I can say that. But they will never say thank you, Brandy. It's a lot of people in 2022 that Brandy cut $3,500 checks for, that lost a family member just because I'm pulling from a different space. As my shout out to your Songbird, say I'm on a different time, and when it comes to that, I do a lot of behind the scenes, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that being so broken and so weak, and what I feel about myself, that I'm able to help others. Shout out to Ashley, Legs for Days. She's another one that can tell you, I'm 10 toes in since she lost her sister. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of heavies that I've done a lot of work for too, and a lot of people don't know that. It's a lot of people out here doing business that ain't had their paperwork together, so they try to hit you with that. I'm not ashamed of that. I learned it. I'm still learning it, and when God see fit for me to get legit, it's not gonna take away from what I've done. And that's how I always looked at it. It can't change what I've done. It would give me more of a stability to get some, some credit and a little, help and all that. But it ain't gonna change what I've done. Period. Without the paperwork. You feel me? So I'm grateful. I'm really happy. A lot of people got a misconception of me. And I won't lie, in the beginning, like 2015, 2016, I allowed this industry to pull me in real thick. And I had to go back and remember why I started. I lost a lot of time with my daughter developing Big Red Entertainment. I lost a lot of time from both of my moms getting Big Red Entertainment off the ground. And they don't understand. No one will understand but me and God what I actually went through and what I, took shortage on. So when I lost my daughter, it was like, boom. It was right at the point my daughter had just celebrated her very first time out in a club with me at my anniversary party for Big Red Entertainment, which was her anniversary at the beauty shop that she worked at. And we had just got that moment in May. And boom, July, she was gone. And That's why people like, oh, Big Red, Big Red. Hey, say what you want to say. But Big Red didn't put in a lot of work. And I just want respect and acknowledgement just like the next man. That's it. That's it. I wasn't never worried about the money when it came to this business. I feel like, my God been good. You hear my testimony. You know what I'm saying? My God been good. I have not yet. I ain't missed a meal. You looking at me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't missed a meal. Person ain't never smelt me. I've been blessed on so many occasions. I done did a lot of things for a lot of people with my gas cut off. That's how honest I can be with you. You know what I'm saying? I did a toy drive. My gas had just got cut back on. I go through real stuff. That's what Brandy Martin go through. So when you ask me who Brandy Martin is, that's who Brandy Martin is. I deal with real life stuff, and I'm not ashamed to put that out there. A lot of us live behind smoking glasses and mirrors. And that's what people choose to do that. Everybody ain't bold enough to tell their story. Some rather sit back and be like, I wanted to speak it because I feel like I'm talking to somebody. There's somebody else going through the same thing that I'm going through. Experiencing the same stuff I'm going through. And I want to show them, although they think I'm strong, I'm pushing through. And you can do it too.
Amen.
You can do it too. I was blessed in the city while I was hurting. You understand me? And my brother BD tell me all the time, sis, you need to stop. You just need to worry about you. And I'll be like,
how?
I can't.
Right.
I can't. I don't feel right. Like you said something earlier that got me. That's how I know. We here. It doesn't have to happen to me for me to be affected. I'm affected. I get up every day and go to legal firms. Some people run from it. I go to it because I need to know what family I need to reach out to, and just give them words of encouragement because I know what I need and I know what I was looking for when I had it. Yes, I got the news coverage. Yes, I made national news, but I don't really know them people. I know him, I know them. And for them to come and act like they cared, I got involved, and shout out to a lot of people in this industry because they helped me bury my sister and my daughter, so I got a different respect, even on some that I don't even get in tune with, but they hit that GoFundMe, and that was, man, respect enough for me. So I just keep it, I'm an average person. I live right off out of Inglewood. You feel what I'm saying? I got 2 kids that I'm trying to save from the streets. You feel me? They lost theirs and they went demon. And that's what happens. And I would love to come back on a more serious show, where it's dedicated to that, to talk about that, how people who are not killers are turned into killers just by losing a loved one. Yeah. And
definitely
it happens. And that's a fight. That's a fight I'm dealing with. So I ain't only fighting. I got 2 unsolved cases. I'm fighting at home. I'm fighting with the police. I'm fighting my own demons. I'm fighting with this industry. Brick Red, Brandy Martin, Red. She tired, but she's strong. You feel me? I'm tired, but I'm strong.
TT tired.
I'm tired, But, they say some people are built, for certain things. And I want to shout out Luciana and Nicole, and Robin Lee, and Natasha Wallace, because these are people I would love. I want to give you they would hate. They're going to hate I'm doing this. But I want to give them their flowers on air because 2022 was very rough for me. It was and Kevin Collins, KC the bodyguard. It was very rough for me. And they stood with me openly, out in public and behind the doors. And I don't think I would have got over, without God and him sending them people to be a vessel in my life at the time.
You definitely got a very strong support system, though.
Yeah. And my team, now don't get me wrong, I never have to shout out Tia and Passion and Egypt, but I do. But people know what it is when it comes to that. What's understood ain't got to be explained. We family. So we fight for each other regardless of anything. So they're always in my corner. When I lost my children and my sister, my artist moved in with me for 6 months, all of them. And made sure that we was together and I was straight. So I'm forever.
That's family.
Forever.
Right,
that man,
that's
you can't
family.
take that away. Can't no contract, no major companies, no friends, no none of that. Because that's just what it is. That's like with Trub. A lot of people be like, hear me say Trub, they be like, oh, she didn't jump. Man, let me tell y'all something here. I've been knowing this man forever, like he said, and we've been knowing each other from the dirt. When Trouble popped out as a DJ, I was like, wow. But the elevation.
I used to be
because I know where he came from.
Hanging,
in
them holes in the wall.
Yeah.
With them.
You know, and it's still nothing because we still go back to them.
Yeah, they
We still
yeah.
go back and they still remember our names and they still show us
Show
love.
us the same
And
love.
they on our Facebook, they support us. But to know where we came from, you know what I'm saying? So I promise you, and I was a good bartender. I made $500, $700 a day in the ghetto.
And that's
You know,
somebody that
with a
was
$50
friend.
pay. That's because I got out here in these hole in the walls and I invited people out and I networked. So networking came easy when I jumped in this business. You hear me? And shout out to Troy. You know, shout out to Troy. He's a young man that started this business with me. He's no longer with Big Red Entertainment, but he was a lot of power in the very beginning of kickstarting it. You know, I started off with Breezy, understudying for Breezy. You know, who's my sister? You know, she's into them, does all the movies with Sandy Red and all them. You know, that's how I got more in tune with a lot of stuff. You know, Bo Deal gave me my first opportunity to do placement for a video. You know, Costille. You know, so I'm forever grateful. I'm forever humble. You know, my praise a little bit different. I got on Facebook and boo-hoo like a sucker yesterday. You know, and it was just like, it was happy tears though, because they don't know, man. I could have easily balled up and used everything as an excuse on why I chose to die mentally. Why I chose to just let my spirit just, man.
That's a lot.
I could have that as an excuse. So the little things that I have a lot of things that I have incompleted. You know, and I'm praying that this year, whether I'm speaking it into existence, it's gonna be completed this year. You know, my Welcome to Red Spot Chicago. You know, that's a reality show where, like, I'm on here talking about all the tragedies and all that. I wanted to give an opportunity to shed the good light on the city, the things, the movers and the shakers, those that needed a rebranding, you know, those that needed a little bit more spotlight, like myself, all of those things, you know. And I started Welcome to Red Spot Chicago, and it's been delayed, but delay is good sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, my nephew got killed, and that's a part of my story. So while I was telling stories, that story needs to be told. So I understand, you know, and a lot of other things happen. A lot of my the people on the show, a lot of them lost a lot. You know, Trouble ended up jumping on the show. You know, he got a chance to do the celebrity basketball game. I think that was our last event together. The whole Welcome to Red Spot Chicago. Shout out to Tawana Divine, Chef Tawana Divine. She's also a part of the show, celebrity chef. We got delayed with that, but I want to publicly apologize to y'all. You know, I'm not fighting with God. I'm not fighting with God. I'm not perfect, but I'm not fighting with God. Some things that I hear in the dark and in the quiet time when I'm sitting alone, I have to be obedient. And my mother left here telling me that. You know, she said, one day when you feel like you really understand, you will learn what real being obedient really is. You know, and I haven't been obedient with everything. Like I said, I'm not a saint. But some things I've just learned just to slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down. You know, if it's going to be what it's going to be that anyway. God's plan ain't going to change no matter what time it come out in. It's his plan. He gave it to me. You know, and he gave it to me for a reason. So I just want to thank everybody that's on Welcome to Red Spot Chicago that's been patiently waiting for us to start back filming. Yes. I love them because we family. You know, we got something to show y'all. I got a lot of people that's a part of it. Shout out to Cohart. Shout out to Tony Terry. Shout out to Keith Washington. All of them appeared on the taping of this show. So I got a lot of Ronald Isley. You know, I got a lot of dope footage here. Okay. You know, so a small fry, you know, I got a lot of dope stuff.
Go jump in there with her, y'all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm on there.
Everybody, man.
Look, Choso, I'm on there.
Are you on it too?
Yeah, I'm part of that already.
Man.
Tia Songbird. Tia Songbird kind of like broke a wave. You know, she was the first one to pull off R&B at Riddles during the process of us filming Welcome to Red. So we broke a lot of barriers with a lot of stuff, you know. Like I said, it was all about showing love and putting the spotlight, the good light on our city. It's not all about the murders. You know, we got some movers and shakers and some people who really genuinely care about the community. You know, I see the work that you do too. You know, that's how I first originally heard about you. So, you know, it's a lot of, they need the spotlight. And I feel like what a great way to show it by doing it. I had this opportunity to do this show. I am a part of something in LA. I was supposed to do an LA show, and I fought with them to do a Chicago show. Because why should I go to your city and tell the world about your city? I don't know nothing about your city. Let me tell about mine, the good and the bad. We just ain't showing no ugly. This ain't no bad girls club. Ain't no fighting, ain't no egos, ain't none of that being displayed on Welcome to Reds by Chicago. And that was a fight with a lot of people too. They felt like I should add in a little bit of, let's cuss them out, let's have some boyfriend troubles. No, let's have some black love.
Yeah.
Speaking of black love is on my show. Shout out to her. But I just wanted to show a different side. A lot of us, man, when I tell you this show come out and it's finished, it's gonna shock the world because it's my very first reality show. And the first season is showing the making and the struggles of a reality show. Season 2 will you actually get a chance to really see the inside lives of all these individuals. Because I love my cast so much, I'm not recasting for season 2. They are my season 2. I feel like I owe them that much to give them that much. And I'll probably add on 2 people to season 2, but my season 1 is my season 2.
Get that a round of applause. I could definitely agree with that because it's something they've been doing for you to be
They
able to say,
believed in me. They
Right, okay,
believed in
right.
me. They believed in me enough to sacrifice time and energy, and even with the delay, they still rocking, still support Nelly Neal, still branding, still tagging. So, how could you not? And I actually said this before the delay came along. My cast can tell you that. Like I told them, I was like, I just want to give, this is a struggle putting this show together, especially with no support. I don't have no funding. I'm doing everything on my own. Shout out to Dwight Hollis, Levi Major, everybody that worked behind the camera with that. Because that was all just pure love. This is a no payment gig. I just promise if it blows, we all blow. That's why you got to put real names on my contracts. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna pay Billy John. You feel me? They need to know who Johnny Walker is, So, but
Billy
they
a good
hung
worker.
in with me, and they, man, I'm grateful, and I love my cast, and a lot of dope friendships came out of that.
Yeah.
A lot of dope friendships came out of that cast. A lot of bookings came out of that. The white been going crazy. Trouble started going crazy. Like everybody was like, and they thought he was something new. Like I said something. I'm like, man, look at here. Y'all don't even know. This man done been around some of everybody. Like everybody from the nightlife to the high life. So it's a lot of dope people. Everybody on my cast is amazing. It's amazing. And they all bring something different to the table. I even got the average everyday mom on the show. I wanted to show that's a struggle. It is.
Yeah. I think that, I look at like even when you say take your show to LA, I think your voice needs to go to LA.
I'm already in LA. I'm a part of a club in LA. Faces of Rap Mothers. That's with Shanta Gibson, Tyrese Gibson's sister. It's a lot of people. Oh my God, a lot of people. Candy Struthers the Voice is actually in charge of that. Man, it's a lot of women. A lot of women of honor. I was shocked. My trauma put me on that. So I was shocked to even be a part of that. But like I said, it's a blessing to join up with them and show them what Chicago has to offer. I can't show you what LA has to offer. I never lived in LA.
Right.
And I believe in the people in my city. Why are they not worthy to be publicized? I put up, Everybody already know about the Snoops and all that down there. Everybody know about all that. I'm trying to get Snoop to help us. So let me put us out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, these are established women. Tyrese's sister, she's very well established. A lot of these people, Aaron Hall's wife is a part of it. All these, they've already seen it all. So why not let them see us?
Yeah. Can I go back just a little bit? I go back into things like this, like, when movies come on, they have directors.
Yes.
They had a name, the director. And we you talking about how you play a role behind the scenes. And for a lot of artists, you play a role behind the scene and you should have been nominated, but maybe you ain't,
I am nominated. Tia Songbird is on that ballot, baby.
Yes.
And Tia Songbird, she worked to get on there, but Big Red's still on there.
No, I'm talking about you as a person. See, I'm acknowledging your work. You know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes the reason why I said directors, they name, because sometimes in this industry, people be like, I'd rather not say who I help or work with. I'm the type of person, if a director could put he directed the movie, well, I can't say, I help you out. So it's just some couple people helped out that you want to put out there right here on the?
Oh, of course, and they know it. I have videos. I have receipts. John Blue shot "You Can Get the D" in my home, the whole entire video, and I shot a movie with Red King in my home.
Wow.
You know, and I was able to put the people in the neighborhood in there. I've been a part of things with Ben One. I've been a part of things like I said, Coach Theo, Leoski D, Bo Deal. I worked around a lot of people.
That's a blessing.
You know,
See, I ain't know Blue. Shout out to
man,
Blue.
shout out to
That's my
John
boy,
Blue.
man.
Me and John Blue
man.
go on vacations together. You know, we
Yeah.
do birthdays together. You know,
See, we
Sandy
wanna know
Red.
that.
Sandy
You know, so-
Red. I love Sandy Red. You know, that's the only one I honor with the 2 D's, the long way. You feel me?
Okay.
But Sandy Red, you know, it's a lot of people. But I've also experienced before Big Red Entertainment. I've been to the BET. You know, I've currently been there, but I've been to the BET. I've been to the Soul Train, the Essence, you know, the NWACP. I've been there. You know, I had other friends coming up by the name of Yvette Clark that won on the Apollo. I've been to the Apollo. I've sat back there with Rachel and the crew. You know, bought weed out the projects out the back door. You know, I've done these things. And a lot of people wouldn't know that. You know, and at the time when you're trying to come out and build a portfolio, that's how a lot of us get kind of misdirected because we're trying to build, you know, and we don't mind getting involved in things or letting our face being seen everywhere because we're trying to build. You know, I don't regret any of it because I don't have to introduce myself, you know, and that's what I was looking for. You know, if the money don't come until my son is 50 years old and one person walk up and be like, hey, Jamario, you know what your mama did for my career? Oh, how your mama helped me? That's my win. You feel me? That's my win.
Amen.
I have accepted I might not never see the glory or the lights. I get the accolades. I'm okay with that.
You got the win already because
I
you
got
got
the
to win
win.
with God. You got the win.
I got the win.
Because he the one gonna reward you.
Man,
you know,
I got the win.
That's a win right there for sure.
I got the win already.
All right, so I thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And this is such a major story that, you know, we're going to have to replay on the Born Rich Show on YouTube.
Most definitely.
You know, thank y'all so much for tuning in on Intellectual Radio, y'all, on the Jesus is King show. Catch me tomorrow, y'all, on 102.3 at 8 p.m. I start my new show as well.
Congratulations.
We streaming live 24 hours. Thank you. 7 days a week right here on the Intellectual Radio with over 50 shows. We got DJ Trouble.
Yes, sir.
Twin, and our special guest, no other than the queen herself. I'm saying.
Big Red 2D is
Big
the long
And
way.
don't forget about our show tomorrow at Chicago Radio.
Chicago
The
Radio.
real
Y'all
underground princess here.
Tune in with us. Thank y'all so much for tuning in with us, y'all. God bless y'all. Happy New Year's to everybody out there.
Shawty wanna stay tonight. She wanna stay tonight. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. When I first met her, I did anything to get her. Paid all the bills and filled the refrigerators. On the late nights when I came over, we had a ball. Next morning we hit the mall. Goddamn, my love was strong. Reminiscing on ways to make you happy and proud. I ain't trying to do you like Eminem. Mama did them on 8 Mile. I'll be damned if I make you walk 8 miles. You my down ass boo, man. You stay down, stay down. Shawty wanna spend the night. Shawty wanna stay the night. Shawty wanna spend the night.